Groove, Alvin Stone, Flash. You think I'm calling out superheroes? Well, they are in their own right. DJs within this area and entertainers. So make sure you tune in to DJs and Entertainment, Vincent Irving, aka DJ V, on YouTube. That's D&E, and I'm out. See that logo? See it? It's going away.
Alright, my name is Lamar Story, aka the legendary DJ LSflash.
Right.
Coming to you live and direct.
This man is working too. We had to come on location, had to track him down. We at the legendary Soul Park. A lot of parties, a lot of things that went down in there. Shelter House number 2. So Flash, how did you get the name Flash?
Flash, I got the name Flash because I admired Grandmaster Flash back in the day when I first heard Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel. I was a DJ at the time, but I didn't have no DJ name, so that's how the name Flash came about, and the LS was my initials of my first and last name.
That's right. What year was that?
The year I started, or the year?
The year you started.
The year I started was actually December 31st, 1977.
Wow. How did you get started?
I got started, my uncle Darren Story, member of Low Key, he had a New Year's Eve party at my grandmother and grandfather's house, and I was the DJ. So that's how it all got started with me.
Beautiful. So music is in your family. You said, what was that group name?
Low Key.
Low Key.
Low Key.
Legendary, yes, right here in Kansas City. Grand Jewelry.
Yes, sir. I was with them way back then.
Beautiful. 1976. That is wonderful, man. What's your favorite piece of equipment, Flash?
My favorite piece of equipment would still be the Technic 1200 turntables.
Why is it? I mean, I shouldn't ask this because every DJ, real DJ, know why the Technic 1200 is it. But let me get your bent on it, man. Why is the Technic 1200 your favorite?
The Technic 1200 is my favorite because I perfected my scratches precisely back then when I first started scratching and mixing. And them was the best turntables to use at the time. My favorite event was back in 1982, I believe, at Lincoln High School. It was a Robert Harris party.
Oh boy.
And I had actually got with Robert Harris, I believe, probably a year or so afterwards, because I was still young in the game, but he was doing his thing. Also, another one of my favorite events is when I hooked up with Junior Wren and my cousin Michael Harper, and they threw block parties on 35th and Wayne every 4th of July. So that was real big, and that started like back in 84, 85, I believe. So them was mostly my favorite events, and also the Southeast Fieldhouse talent shows. I did a lot of stuff there also.
What year was that?
I'ma say back in 85, I believe.
Okay.
That's when it was really going on real big at Southeast Fieldhouse with the talent show. So I believe back in 85, and they had Battle of the DJs and everything back then. So
it's true. The Battle of the DJs, breakdance competitions, and drill team competitions.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you
sir.
mentioned Robert Harris. Very notorious name here in Kansas City when it comes to the DJ game. How'd y'all hook up, man?
Me and Robert Harris hooked up, basically I was going to a bunch of the parties he was throwing at Lincoln High School, and I went to a party in Parade Park that he had one time at the clubhouse, and you know, me and him talked a little bit, and I had my own little DJ crew back then, and then he seen what I was doing as far as scratching and mixing, and he had to have me, so that's how me and Robert hooked up like in 83. I became a Knights of the Turntables, Robert Harris.
I remember that, Robert Harris and the Knights of the Turntable out there.
My famous story would be back in 1986 when I actually got a chance to meet Run DMC and Jam Master Jay. And I was also dressed up in Adidas and looked like Run DMC back in them days. So that was a pretty much famous story and a famous moment for me because I got to hang out with the guys and everything. Got future of LSflash. I'm trying to take what I do to the next movement. I'm trying to do different genres of music.
Legendary LS Flash. What do you want people to know about you when your name goes down in history? Somebody was to Google LS Flash 20 years from now. What is it that you want them to know?
A lot of people, what I want them to know.
Yes, about LS Flash.
Is what y'all didn't know is I'm a bad man when it comes to that music.
Once again, DJs and entertainment, we've got the man, DJ Groove. What's going on?
What's happening, V?
How's it going, man? We want to find out, how did the name Groove come about and when?
Well, actually, I started off as DJ Smooth until I found out there was another DJ Smooth. And people used to come to the club all the time, like when I was at Chateau or wherever I was, they would always say, man, you be grooving. So I didn't want to keep the same name that DJ Smooth had, so I changed my name to DJ Groove.
What year was that?
Actually, that was 1999.
1999.
Yeah.
That was the birth of DJ Groove. Groove, we want to find out, man, when did you first fall in love with DJing?
Well, actually, I fell in love with music, period, since I was a kid, because my father and my mom, they played all the old schools. And I loved it. I would know each song word by word. And I just, I got into the music and I loved it. And then, ironically enough, back in 85, DJ Fresh did a block party on my block. Him and my cousin, Black Mike, Groove City Productions. Anyway, DJ Fresh did a block party and I saw this dude scratching and mixing, man, and it just overwhelmed me. And ever since then, I just loved DJing. And I started off with regular turntables in the house practicing. And I finally got my first technique when I was, 21? And it's been on since then, man.
Groove, we want to find out, man, you've been doing this since 85, or at least that's when the love started. What has been your favorite event of all times and why?
Well, my favorite event that I've done of all times was when I was flown to Miami to do a grand opening, and a friend of mine had bought a club down there, him and some of his associates, and their flavor was different from ours here in KC. So when I went there, I just did, it was kind of, I was blindsided for real. So actually I got there and I just did me, and I got a wonderful response from, and for me to be into another state, all the way just about across the country, and these people were, enjoying my vibe like that. That just did something for me, so that was one of my favorite events.
What year was that?
That was back in, I think that was 2005.
Groove, we want to find out, man. I know you've done many things over the years. What is the future of DJ Groove?
Actually, I'm trying to take myself to another level. Right now, I'm developing me a brand, and I took 2 years off from DJing, and I had to step back and get myself right. If I can't be right, nothing else that I'd ever do will be right. So I decided to step back. But right now, I'm just elevating my craft. That's it. And I got a lot of things that's in the fire right now. I'm just getting everything lined up and actually doing the best that I can do. I'm DJing in 3 different clubs right now, but I'm just doing me, enjoying life.
Beautiful, as it should be.
Right.
With that, how can people get in contact with DJ Groove?
You can reach me at djgroove25@yahoo.com. Also, you can reach me at brianlj46@gmail.com.
Beautiful. You can always check out DJ Groove at the clubs. What clubs are you at now, man?
Right now, I'm doing Peace Place. I'm doing Lounge 42 in Kansas, and I'm doing Club 31.